Hi, I'm Ruby, and welcome back to Ruby's Outdoor Rendezvous. Today, we are going on a really exciting adventure. We're traveling deep into the vast Florida Everglades. This region is known as the land of the dinosaur. The thick vegetation and dark swampy waters are home to the American alligator and the Florida black bass too. Get ready for some great bass fishing action. Our guide, Captain Shane Purcell, is a full-time professional bass guide. He has a fully loaded, custom-built Big O boat. It's a 2016 Elite X model. The sleek 20-foot boat is powered by a Yamaha 250 horsepower outboard motor. But first, just traveling to Florida was thrilling. This trip was unique for me because I had never been in an airport or flew in a plane before.
We're
on the plane and we're getting ready to take off. I'm really excited. Here we go, we're gonna take off. This is really cool, I can't believe it. Our jet took off from Baltimore, Maryland, right at sunrise. The view out my window was spectacular. The plane seemed to go up straight and quickly. We were over the Chesapeake Bay. Finally landed in Florida, and I'm so excited to be in Fort Lauderdale. Our first day was spent exploring the Hollywood Beach area and its beautiful bright blue waters. I hiked around the sand dunes. Then we walked for 2 miles along the wide paved Broadwalk. No cars are allowed here, and the road is lined with fancy hotels and pretty sculptures, like this water fountain with leaping dolphins. The tall condos were impressive, and they all had colorful landscaping displays. There were all sorts of shops and restaurants, each with a view of the beautiful blue water and white sand beaches. It was so windy that the palm trees were bending over. I was worried the wind would ruin our fishing trip. The next morning at 6 a.m., Captain Shane picked us up at our hotel. It was still dark when we drove to the marina, and the captain told me what to expect.
You in for a good day, Ruby?
Yeah.
What do you expect? A lot of fish?
Yeah.
It's gonna be fishy, I promise you. We're gonna catch them on fly, we're gonna catch them on spinning rods, we're gonna catch Oscars, we're gonna catch largemouth, we're gonna catch Mayan cichlids from the Amazon, hopefully a peacock bass from the Amazon, and probably a Florida spotted gar, and I think that's about it.
Yeah.
And maybe some native species like bluegill, maybe some white perch, and probably an alligator.
Okay, that's awesome.
All right.
It's 6:55 and we're getting ready to launch the boat in the Everglades. I'm really excited. I could hardly wait to get going.
Welcome to one of the prettiest places on earth right now, this time of the year. We're not in any hurry right now, so we're just kind of idle for a second. I want you to be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, this is
Is this beautiful or what? I'm waiting for the signal.
okay.
You gotta yell it.
Let that big dog eat.
All right, here we go.
We hit speeds of 65 miles per hour. Wow, it's crazy fast. It was like being on the jet airplane again. We were running at a high speed and the ride was very smooth. It felt like we were just skimming across the surface. Finally, after a 30-minute journey into the swamp, we started fishing. Oh.
Stick him, Ruby. Come on, stick him. Come on.
Aww. That was...
There you go. Go ahead, work it. He may still be behind you. He may still be behind you.
That's why this part of Florida is called Alligator Alley.
One of our African exotics right there. See how subtle that take was, Ruby?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a largemouth. Yep. He didn't even hit it, he just took it under. That's a fish, man. Set the hook. Come on, reel. Come on, reel. Just stay down and quit pumping, quit pumping. You got him. Keep your rod tip up. Largemouth. Ruby!
Yay!
Why didn't you start with a fluke earlier?
I don't know.
First Everglades largemouth. Oh yeah, we found a pattern there, Dad. We found a pattern.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
That's a good one
That
right
is
there.
a
Nice
big one.
solid 4-pound Everglades largemouth right there. That's a beautiful fish.
Wow.
Look at that beautiful fish right there. Beautiful.
Did you get you one now?
I got that on a Gambler Big Easy. Now these are here because of the aquarium trade, and they just really, they got loose, or people dumped them, and they're just everywhere now. You can't go anywhere down here without catching Oscars.
We're using what is that called again?
A Zoom fluke, weightless.
A weightless fluke, and just cast it out into the lily pads and then like jerk it a little bit, and got another largemouth.
Nice job, Ruben. What'd you do? You switched up to one of them curly tail worms, didn't you?
Yeah.
You go, girl. It's a veteran move. Nice.
I just cast the lure into the lily pads and let it flutter down. The bass couldn't resist it. The drill was cast out, hook the bass, reel it in, release the bass, and repeat. I lost track of how many fish I caught.
You gonna release him, Rube?
Now we're gonna release him.
Nice job, Ruby. Very nice.
We saw a few other bass anglers and a few airboats that were really loud. These flat-bottom boats can go almost anywhere in the swamp. They only need a few inches of water.
You got him, Ruby. Come on. Good job, girl. Come on. He's in. Oh, yeah. Good story, good fish. Don't worry about the haters. They'll always be around. They hate you because they ain't you.
Yeah.
They don't actually hate you.
We also caught a few tropical panfish. This one is an Oscar.
That's a neat spot there.
They're so slippery, I couldn't hold on to them. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, hang on, hang on. What do you think, Rube?
Really? They're really big. There's a big alligator right there. He's just sitting there. Aww. Never seen an alligator just...
Rube, bring him over here, Mike. Bring him forward. Don't reel that down. Nice job, Rube.
Thanks.
Nice job, Ruby.
Thanks.
Open the bill a little bit. Open the bill. Let him run. Let him run a little bit.
Oh, he's a big one.
Come on. fish, girl. What a fish. Makes mine. Yours can eat mine. My goodness. Here, hang on. Let's get you.
Here's another big one. We were over here in this big spot of lily pads, and we caught a few little ones, but then the boat like twisted around, and Shane told me to cast out over here, and I did, and and I got this big one right when I cast it in.
Yeah, and I got a big one too.
Now we're gonna put him in the live well.
Take a picture there. Slide down.
I didn't even
Just
realize.
swing the line to you, Ruby, catch the line, and go ahead and unhook it yourself.
Okay.
See, it works 100% of the time. Nice job, Ruby.
Sorry.
Okay, come on. Swing him in the boat. Nice job, Ruby. We're going to release that right quick so you go get you another one, Ruby.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, here.
That's okay. Easy on the twitches. There you go. Come on, you got to set up harder than that. Ah!
Oops.
Just can't stand it. They're reeling right over them there. They just can't. They can't take it. They gotta hit it. I just saw him hit it. Get the slack out. You go, girl. You got him. Oh, that one's going to the center of the canal. That's a big fish, Ruby. There you go. Take your time. Oh yes, Ruby. Wow. Oh yeah, I'll take that. There you go.
Here's another. We caught another Everglades bass. Yeah. How are we gonna release this?
Yeah, go ahead and release them, Ruby.
Oh, wait, well, watch what you're doing.
This is what the guy at Andy.
What happened?
Got splashed. Andy said to do that last time, but it never actually splashed me that hard. Got another. We're gonna release him. Didn't want to get splashed again.
Smash that one, Ruby. Go in through the gills. Pull it a little bit tighter, Ruby. Now we can reverse it out. And that way we didn't break anything besides the initial hole that was left by the hook. If you go in through the top, try to get that out, you're just gonna bust him all up in there. He's gonna get infected. He's probably gonna die. That's how you maintain the fishery right there.
We're in Florida fly fishing on a popper for largemouth bass, but last week back at home I was practicing fly casting in the snow. Let's go back to Pennsylvania and take a look. Well, it's still winter here at home in Pennsylvania, but I still have to get my practice in before we go to Florida. I'm going to be casting a few times with my fly rod out here in the snow. We only have 5 more days until we can go to Florida in the warm Everglades. Well, that's enough practicing for today. I'll see you in Florida.
Was it in the tree?
Yeah, we got all these nice pictures of it.
I went to Alaska 2 summers ago, and I was thinking, man, I'm gonna get to see a little gator. Hello, Mr. Gator. He's like, you guys are sitting in my hole, man. He said, this is my spot. So good day has come to an end, but my policy down here is we got to end on a fish. So one of us is going to catch one, and then we're going to roll it up and go. Jars don't count. Keep going.
Ah. Whoa!
That is a juvenile gar.
That is awesome. Oh.
That's a juvenile.
That is so cool.
All right.
Did we catch one of those today?
No. That's the smallest one I've ever caught, too. Ooh, got a rope. Yeah, fish. Come here, Ruby.
Oh, I didn't even.
We'll do that. You got him, girl.
Wow.
Awesome, Ruby.
Well, I just caught my other fish like 5 minutes ago, and I just casted my line out a few more times, and I cast it right into those weeds over there and the lily pads, and wasn't actually really even paying attention, but then got this one, and it didn't feel like a big one, but then when I got it closer to the boat, he was like pulling right under the boat, and he's big. And I'm getting fish juice down my sleeve.
All right, Ruby, here's what you got today. Let's see if we can get them out. For one. Oh, yeah. Two.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Three.
He's crazy.
And then the last one that we kept, just for the photo, right there. All right. Thumb and thumb. Bury them fingers under there. Here you go. Get that one. All right.
This trip was so cool and so much fun. We caught big bass and lots more of all sizes. Finally, my grandpa fished a while. He caught a few bass too. This was my best ever fishing trip.
Got him. Throw them back, guys.
Throw them back?
Yes. Go ahead and toss them in. Toss them in right quick. That'll jolt them. Yeah, they'll be fine.
Now we are going to ask the captain a few questions. So, how long have you been guiding bass anglers?
Ruby, I've been taking bass charters for 13 or 14 years.
Okay. What are your favorite places to fish?
My favorite places to fish, definitely the Florida Everglades, because you can come out here and just catch a 100 fish day like we had today. But I also like peacock bass fishing in the Miami and Fort Lauderdale areas. That's a lot of fun.
Do you have a best month of the year to catch big bass?
February, March, April, and May. Those are about the best months. You can catch everything. You can catch a lot of them, and you can catch the big ones then.
Cool. How much did your biggest bass weigh?
Oh, my biggest bass weighed 10 pounds and 3/4, and I caught him on a charter with some clients on Lake Okeechobee. I wasn't even supposed to be fishing that day, but the old man said, "I'm not making another cast until you pick up a rod," and I did. I made about 5 casts, and I caught a 10-pound, 3/4 ounce largemouth. It was awesome.
Wow, that's cool. What kinds of other fish do you guide for?
I guide primarily for largemouth bass, but I also do a lot of trips for the peacock bass, and I absolutely love the peacocks. But those are the two species that I charter most right there.
Can we expect to see all kinds of wildlife here?
I tell you, down here in the glades today, you're going to see a ton of alligators. You're going to see all sorts of birds. I can't name them all, but just birds from all over. You'll see some snakes, a lot of turtles, and I think that's about it.
Thanks, Captain Shane. That was really interesting and good to know. Captain Shane was right. Wildlife was all around us, like these pink flamingos. Well, they looked orange to me. Birds were flying everywhere. We saw a beautiful snowy white egret. The pretty rosette spoonbills and ibis were plentiful. Then we saw a cormorant, and we saw lots of pelicans. There were all kinds of smaller herons. We even saw this wild iguana in a tree, and lots of turtles, like this one. I also saw free-roaming peacocks. They were everywhere, in people's yards, by the golf courses, and even at our hotel. The males were in full strut, just like the wild turkeys back home. Besides the gators, this wilderness has another big predator, the secretive Florida panther. These lions are hunting in the Everglades too. We ended our day with a great dinner at the Fort Lauderdale's famous Rustic Inn Crab House. I ordered a steak and the popular alligator tail nuggets. They were great, tasted just like chicken. This was an awesome adventure. It really was a trip of a lifetime for me. If you're an avid bass angler, you've got to fish in the Everglades at least once. You'll love it. The boat ride, the scenery, the wildlife, and the alligators all made my day so special. Thanks, Captain Shane, you were great. So, good luck on your next fishing trip and always be safe in the great outdoors. And remember, at Ruby's Outdoor Rendezvous, we're on target for all seasons.